Tens of thousands of people do not have and may not get electricity again until late next week. South Jersey got the worst of it. Katherine Scott reports from Egg Harbor Township.
Neighbors described fierce storms that came out of nowhere. They said their homes were shuddering, their lawn furniture was flying, and you can see some of the damage that still remains. Power outages could stretch for days here, and the cleanup efforts are just beginning. Deborah Antros stood in her yard, her Egg Harbor Township home surrounded by debris. Downed lines stretch along Pine Avenue, where a massive tree had snapped after violent storms ripped through Atlantic County. Over on Winnipeg, the windows were being boarded up. The powerful wind gusts knocked over this tree and blasted clear through the windows of this family's home. On Cherry Avenue, two cars sit in the same driveway, a tree crushing down on both vehicles' hoods. Neighbors describe how the storm came fast and furious. Cleanup is underway in the neighborhoods, but power outages could last for days. This family invested in a generator last year that's helping to keep their refrigerator running. Along Tilton Road, crews worked into the night. The governor called on the National Guard to bring in generators, fuel, and water, and has spoken to the CEO of Verizon about providing temporary cell towers to boost communication efforts for emergency management officials. And with the 4th of July coming up, he also urged no unauthorized fireworks that could make matters worse. The governor says cooling and water stations are being set up around the area as needed. He's also urging folks to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. In Egg Harbor Township, Katherine Scott, Channel 6 Action News.
Meanwhile, the news from Atlantic City Electric is not good for thousands left sweltering without power or air conditioning. At last check, Atlantic City Electric had restored power to thousands. They say 149,000 customers are still without electricity. That is down from 206,000. Delmarva Power is reporting about 3,000 customers are in the dark right now. No outages have been reported in Pennsylvania. Last night's storms claimed the lives of two young boys who were on a family camping trip. It happened at Parvin State Park in Pittsgrove, Salem County. Action News reporter Jennifer Joyce talked with a woman who was also in the middle of that nightmare.
Camper Ebony Levy of Camden, New Jersey says Parvin State Park in Pittsgrove became a war zone last night when the storm came barreling through. Fortunately, she came out unharmed, but two boys ages 2 and 7 were killed when a tree came crashing down onto their family's tent. But escaping the wooded area in the middle of the storm became a challenging feat for several scared families. People were panicking all across South Jersey last night. Ann Burgos of Vineland, Cumberland County says the storm ripped the siding off of her home. Christopher Vidro says a fallen tree narrowly missed his daughter's bedroom. Today, they're thankful no one in their home was hurt and took the hot cleanup in stride.
People spent the day going from hardware store to hardware store looking for emergency supplies like batteries, chainsaws, generators, and ice. The bad news, a lot of these stores are now sold out of these supplies. In Vineland, New Jersey, Jennifer Joyce, Channel 6 Action News.
Well, it looks like any storms we might have gotten tonight are fortunately going to our south. Melissa Magee is at the Action News big board with more pictures of what those incredible storms last night left behind.
That's right, Rob. In fact, we have more pictures to share with you. Check this one out. This one was taken from Mark in Sewell, New Jersey. Just quite the light show from Mother Nature. This one taken in Egg Harbor Township near the Heathercroft condominiums there as a tree was uprooted because of the strong showers and storms that moved on through. And this picture taken in Collings Lake, New Jersey. As you can see, some down power lines because of the strong showers and storms, and the damage was quite expansive. Take a look at this. This is all of the damage from parts of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley to the Mid-Atlantic coast. And all of these blue spots you see here, 984 reports of wind damage from the Midwest all the way across the eastern seaboard. So we'll take a look at what's going on tonight. A calmer picture outside. Storm Tracker 6 Live 3D showing you the frontal boundary has essentially slipped well off to our south. So the risk of finding any severe weather is mainly well to the south of the Delaware and Lehigh valleys, and it looks like we're going to be in store for a mainly quiet night. As we take a look, though, the heat, however, that will continue. Heat wave number 2 of our summer season. It started out on Thursday with a high of 92, yesterday's high 94, and today's high 94 degrees. So we're going to have more on when this heat is going to break with that full and exclusive AccuWeather forecast. Rob.
Thank you, Melissa. We have a large downed tree there on Shepherd Drive. Told there's a tree on a house there as well. This is a weekend that these people won't soon forget. Action News viewer Susie braved the height of the storms overnight to get this video of a terrible tragedy in South Jersey. Under those intense flames was the Church of the Redeemer in Longport, Atlantic County. Fire officials believe that a gust of wind may have taken down a utility pole, which crashed onto the church and sparked the blaze. The church building is a total loss. Tonight, the storm system that ripped across 800 miles of the country is being blamed for the deaths of 13 people. And emergencies have been declared in states struggling to restore power. Winds of up to 85 miles an hour ripped trees up by their roots. Tree branches were sent flying and one limb became a spear there. It went right through the man's roof. 3 million people are without power tonight in the middle of a triple-digit heat wave. Stay tuned for more on the damage across the country coming up at 11:30.